Brian is speaking with Mary? Who is Brian speaking with?
Mary. Brian is speaking with Mary.
Mary. Brian is speaking with Mary. Brian is talking to Mary. What is Brian doing with Mary?
Brian is speaking with
Brian
Mary.
is speaking with Mary. He is speaking with Mary. Is Brian dining out with Mary?
No, Brian isn't dining out with Mary. Brian is speaking with Mary.
Brian isn't dining out with Mary. He is speaking with Mary. Brian tells Mary he's thinking about going out to grab a bite. What does Brian tell Mary?
Brian tells Mary he's thinking about to grab a bite.
Brian tells Mary he's thinking about going out to grab a bite. Brian tells Mary he's thinking about going out to get something to eat.
Something to eat.
What is Brian thinking about?
He's thinking about to grab a bite.
He's thinking about going out to grab a bite. Brian tells Mary he's thinking about going out to grab a bite. Brian tells Mary he's thinking about going out to grab a bite. He tells Mary he's thinking about going out to get something to eat. Where does Brian tell Mary he wants to go?
Brian tells Mary he wants to go
Brian
out.
tells Mary he wants to go out to grab a bite. He tells Mary he wants to go out to grab a bite. Brian wants to know if Mary's hungry and wants to join him to eat. Does Brian want to know if Mary is going to the movies?
Some movies. No, he doesn't want to know if Mary
he doesn't want to know if Mary's going to the movies.
Brian wants to know if Mary hungry and wants to join him to eat.
What does Brian ask Mary?
Brian asks Mary. Brian asks if Mary hungry and wants to join him to eat.
He asks if Mary's hungry and wants to join him to eat. Who wants to know if Mary's hungry?
Brian wants to know if Mary hungry.
Brian wants to know if Mary's hungry.
Is Mary hungry?
Who does Brian ask to join him to eat?
Brian asks Mary to join him to eat.
Brian asks Mary to join him to eat. Mary says she's starving but can't go because she's busted. Who says she's starving?
Mary says she's starving.
Mary says she is starving.
Mary
says she's starving but can't go because she's busted. Why can't Mary go even though she's starving?
Because she busted.
Because she's busted. Mary says she's starving but can't go because she's busted.
She's starving.
What reason does Mary give Brian why she can't join him?
Because she busted. She can't join him because she busted.
She can't join him because she's busted. Mary says she's starving but can't go because she's busted. Brian tells her it's okay. He pays for her and it's his treat. Who pays for Mary?
Brian pays for her.
Brian tells her it's okay. He pays for her and it's his treat. How does Brian help Mary?
Brian pays for her.
Brian pays for her. Brian tells her it's okay when she's busted.
And
he pays for her and it's his treat. Who treats Mary for lunch?
Brian treats Mary for lunch.
Brian treats Mary for lunch. Brian tells her it's okay. He pays for her and it's his treat.
And eat his treats.
Brian asks Mary where she wants to go eat. What does Brian ask Mary?
Brian asks Mary where she wants to go to eat.
Brian asks Mary where she wants to go eat. He asks Mary where she wants to go eat.
Want to go eat.
Does Brian ask Mary where she attends school?
No, he doesn't ask Mary where she attends
ask her where she
school.
attends school.
Brian
Brian asks
asks
Mary
Mary
where she wants to go eat.
to eat.
Who asks Mary where she wants to go eat?
Brian asks Mary where she wants to go to eat.
Brian asks Mary where she wants to go eat. Brian asks Mary where she wants to go eat.
She wants to go eat.
Mary says it doesn't matter. What does Mary say?
Mary say it doesn't matter.
She says it doesn't matter. Mary says it doesn't matter. Who says it doesn't matter?
Mary said it doesn't matter.
Mary says it doesn't matter. She says it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Does Mary tell Brian the place to eat?
Doesn't matter. No, Mary doesn't tell Brian the place to eat.
Mary says
it doesn't matter.
Brian says he can use a good steak. He wants to try out the new steakhouse.
Steakhouse.
Does Brian want to check out the new pizza restaurant?
Pizza restaurant? No, he doesn't want to check out the pizza.
He doesn't want to check out the new pizza restaurant.
Brian
says he likes
having a good steak
and wants to try out the new steakhouse.
Want to try out the new steakhouse.
Where does Brian want to go?
The new steakhouse.
The new steakhouse. He wants to go to the new steakhouse. Brian says he likes having a good steak and wants to try out the new steakhouse. What does Brian want to try out?
Brian wants to try out the new steakhouse.
Brian says he could use a good steak and wants to try out the new steakhouse. Mary says she could go for a steak too. What kind of food does Mary want?
Steaks. Mary says she could go for a steak too.
Does Mary want Italian food?
Italian food? No, she doesn't want Italian food. Mary says she
doesn't want Italian food.
Go for a
Mary
steak
says she could go for a steak too. She feels like eating steak too. Who says she could go for a steak too?
Mary says she could go for a steak too.
Mary says she could go for a steak too. Mary says she feels like a steak too. Brian says he can swing by to pick Mary up in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Does Brian swing by and pick up Mary in 1 hour?
No, he doesn't say he speaks as Mary in 1 hour.
He picks up Mary in 1 hour. Brian
said he will
pick Mary up
to pick
in about
Mary
10
up
minutes.
in 10 minutes.
What does Brian say?
Brian says he can swing by to pick Mary up in about 10 minutes.
To pick Mary up in about 10 minutes. Brian says he can swing by to pick Mary up in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.